guys, welcome to Table Talk, the show where we answer your questions and all that good stuff. And listen, today's episode is brought to you by the 2015 Toyota Corolla, which is a stylish, dependable, and affordable ride that is great for any first-time car buyers. And it's all about elevating the moment. And with big moments like buying your first car comes great responsibility. It's like the Spider-Man line, but it's about cars. Yeah. All right, guys, to start off today's Table Talk episode, Toyota wanted to know, Toyota submitted a question for once, what was a moment or event that caused you to grow up? Honestly, I think getting my first job caused me to grow up.
That's a good one. Where was yours?
It was at a KB Toys, which is gone now.
I know, no right? KB Toys in existence?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Which is funny because working at a toy store is what caused me to grow up. But yeah, it was really one of those things where it was like, oh man, I can't be a slacker here. I've got to do my job or I'm not going to be paid. And I thought, oh man, I've been working in a toy store. I get to check out all the collectibles before other people buy them. I could put one in the back or whatever if I wanted to buy something real cool. And it turned out that, like, you know, it really sucked real bad. And I got home from my first day of work, and I was like, oh my God, how long do I have to do this? This is the first job you've ever had.
Yeah. No, it's not. First full time. I've had other jobs.
What were your other jobs?
I used to work at the t-shirt factory right over there.
Here at SourceFed.
Here at SourceFed.
Right.
I was an editor here at DeFranco before.
All right, Will, when was the moment you had to grow up?
I actually thought about that within the past 24 hours. Like when I was driving to work yesterday, or I was in the car being driven to work yesterday, and when I was coming to work today, I was thinking about how I feel like I should become more of an adult or be more mature about certain things, because I'm always joking. Always. All the time. Because that's how I prefer to live. But I was like, maybe I should stop doing that so much. But I got a text message just now. Hold on, let me look at it. Oh, it was an email. Oh, wow.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. It's from Lori.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Why would you want to, what made you think that you needed to grow up or like not stop joking so much?
I don't know. It's just because I was just like, maybe if I want to be respected or something. Like I feel like I get condescended to a lot. I'm like, I'm a grown man. I make grown decisions. I'm a grownsman.
What if you were not respected by your peers, but you were respected by your audience?
Which is more important to me?
Because I feel like you have respect from your audience, but definitely not from
my peers. Definitely not from my
Will, I think that you are very talented, and I think that you are also great and a hard worker.
I think you're cute. Ow. Ow.
What made you grow up?
What made me grow up? Probably.
That was greasy.
Probably.
The three children of the
When
office.
my sister had babies. That was really weird. She had like a little human thing, and I didn't know what to, like, I was like, oh my God, she has so much responsibility. I'm like, oh my God, I have to have responsibility now.
Whoa, I never really thought about that. Having a baby is a lot of responsibility. Let's see what's going on.
Dive in the ball, will ya?
You want me to read this one, Sam? Or you want me to read that one?
I want you to read the other one.
The other one? Neither of these?
Read that one.
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 You can read that one.
Will, I want you to read this one.
At what point in your life do you feel like you needed to become more adult-like?
Welcome to the other side of the edit.
Albisaurus says, what are some of your awkward middle school or high school stories? If you didn't have any, luck you.
Oh God, my entire high school and middle school years were awkward. All of it.
You don't have any specific moments that are really painful? Because, like, you always remember them when you're going to go to sleep and you're alone.
Those are called regrets.
Yeah, that's what high school is.
Ooh, live life without regrets. Middle school or high school? I
don't know, man. I mean, I've got so many moments. I can't think of any specific ones.
I got a lot of regrets.
There's tons of regrets.
Between 2005 and 2008, yeah, we're all bad.
I thought you meant for you. We were in elementary school when that was.
No, 2005, we were in middle school. Yeah, we were. 2005. 2008 was the presidential election. We were in 10th grade.
I mean, anytime I dealt with a girl, it was awkward as hell.
You ever dealt with a girl?
No, not in the probably proper way. I don't know. Like, it was very awkward for me to talk to girls, especially girls that I liked.
I did the math
in high school.
10th grade. We were in 10th grade in 2008. 2008 was 7 years ago. 7 years ago, we were 15. 15. A grade, you start kindergarten when you're 5 years old, so your grade, you just add 5. So 5 plus 10 is 15. The funny thing is, it's all true. But the way I'm saying it makes it sound
Wait, hold
dumb.
on. What year were you born?
93.
Okay, hold on. Tiffany.
Forget that joke.
Is that the name? Was that the name?
It was Tina.
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 We came up with a joke the other day that when you're counting, you know math so badly that you're like, okay, hold on. I'm doing my taxes here. How much did I make last year? Okay, so December was, let's see, I made about Tina.
15 scarecrow.
Let's see, it was about shoelace. Boy, about 2 pencil box.
You know math so bad.
What does pencil box equate to? 5. So if you have 2 pencil box,
Pencil
that's 10.
box, equator.
It's like, did you see the theory of everything?
No, I
Like
didn't.
there was a thing where he like had to point to color or like had to like point to colors for them to get words or whatever. Like that's how you work with some people to find out what numbers they're talking about. You talk about pencil box. Pencil box is 5.
Okay.
Shoelace is what? 12?
Yeah.
What else we got here? Tina.
Scarecrow
What's
was
Tina?
11.
Tina is 130.
Tina. I love Tina.
Because that's the close. Because when you look at 113, it looks like Tina. You're spelling out the word Tina.
It looks like Tina.
This is a bad question.
Yeah, we all had. I don't
One
need to
time-
relive. I've intentionally forgotten a lot of my past. I was talking about it today or yesterday. I was like, everything before 2013 doesn't exist to me.
There's gonna be a person that comes back in your life from the past, and it's all gonna come screaming forward, and you're gonna disappear for.
And I'm gonna say, get out of my life, Jose.
There was one time in math class. Do you ever have like those farts? Were you ever like embarrassed of your farts ever? Because you guys just do.
I
them
mean, sure,
willy-nilly
yeah, at one
now.
point, probably. I can't remember that far back, but
Well, in high school, I really had to fart, and I just tried to let it out by kind of like cocking a cheek and just relaxing. But it was still like tight enough for a little like horn, and it lasted for like a solid 30 seconds, and it was so high pitched. Like there's no way I could hide it because it was during a Scantron test.
although
so-
you can do this though, you definitely like look around like while you're doing it,
'cause
and just make sure no one's
you
looking.
just bite your hand and you're like, and then this dude who sat next to me who I thought was a friend, he looked at me and he was like, that was gross. And I'm like, screw him, because
Yeah.
he pointed out to everybody, and then I just walked to my car after.
Did you let one out on your way to your car? Did you have another one ready?
That's so funny because I would not be embarrassed at all about farting
Now.
now as an adult.
Yeah, me neither.
But back then it's such a big deal because I ripped one. I ripped some good ones.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you got some classic ones.
You just ripped one right now. How did you have one loaded? I felt like I was gonna make one, but like I feel like right now if I ripped one, I'd rip more out than I needed to.
It's in there. Says, what is the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you in real life? I have a story actually.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
One time at Comic-Con,
What's that supposed to mean?
you have a lot of stories.
No, seriously, dude. What's that supposed to mean?
Saying at Comic-Con, you have a lot of stories.
All right. Listen, this really happened to me. I was staying. So I have this friend named Blake, who is a great friend of mine. I've known him for years. And one night I was crashing at his place because we were working on something, and the next day we were gonna go somewhere or something. And he has all this horror memorabilia in his room, and we were going to sleep. And he was like joking around and trying to freak me out a little bit, and it is creepy. He's got like these masks, and he's got like Lon Chaney and the like props, and he's got like a werewolf mask in there and a bunch of like.
Why would
weird...
you sleep in this room?
He's a cool guy. He's I don't know. He's a dark guy. He's got like a bunch of horror memorabilia. He's really cool. He's a
His
good
parents
friend.
were not around.
Well, that's debatable. So anyway, so spending the night at his house, and it was like well past a certain time. He was already asleep. And whenever I
He would go to sleep first in his dungeon.
Well, he's in his own bed too. Like, how well do you sleep when you're in your own
Yeah,
bed?
If
You
you
know?
own bed in
Whenever
your
you
own
go to
dungeon.
someone else's house, you will fall asleep last
Oh,
and
always.
wake up first.
Yeah, and I always had a problem spending the night at other people's houses. I was very not good at that. I don't know. I wanted to stay up all night and talk, and my friends wanted to sleep, so it was one of those things. So anyway, he fell asleep, and I was still awake. And just as I'm nodding off to sleep, I like close my eyes and I'm going to sleep, and all of a sudden there's this loud thud in the room. Something loud hits the ground, and I like spring up, and it's dark, and I'm like, what the hell? And my buddy Blake heard it too, so he's like, what was that? And I was like, I don't know, there's like a thud, and we're the only people in his apartment. And he's like, well, hold on. He turns on the light, and he has one of these like Frankenstein dolls that was like from Sideshow Collectibles, and it's like, it's got like a big head, and it's like kind of cartoony looking, and it was on the ground, face down, okay? Now, it was like set up pretty solidly there. He was nowhere near it. So he couldn't have like
Yanked it.
tricked me and like pushed it while I was trying to sleep or whatever. It like clearly something weird.
That would have been the worst prank in the world. Ooh, something fell.
I mean, when you're already creeped out and he's creeping me out and it's like a scary room and it's like, whatever. I mean, he's just one of those guys that likes to joke around like that. But it definitely was not him. We like woke up, talked about it for a little bit, and he was like, whatever, good night. And here I am going like, no, good night. I'm not going to sleep now.
Good night.
Yeah, he was like, whatever. And he's like, oh, it's just the ghost of the little kid that likes to play with my toys in here sometimes.
He is a
And
good
you used
friend.
that joke on me recently. You used that on me.
I did use that on you.
Man.
And, like one time we were leaving our place and Will's room
The day
was
we
up
moved
at-
in. The day we moved in.
Oh yeah, we went to go get dinner or something, and we like pulled out of the garage, and we could see up in Will's room. Will's room you could see above the garage. And I was like, Will, what would you do? Like we look up there, and there's like a little boy looking at us through the windows, and he's like, stop it. I was like, would you wave back at him?
You just ruined it. I remember that night I was scared. I was like I know it's not real, but I'm still like,
It's still a little freaky.
I don't in
understand that.
any way believe in ghosts, but like I still,
You don't?
It would be cool,
No.
but yeah, I can't. The older I get, the more I'm like, nah.
like I want it to be, but no.
No.
Creepy stuff goes.
Yeah, no, I got two quick ones. One quick one was actually from the live show we did, because a dude came up and I talked to him after, and he's a super cool guy, but he's like a young kid, and he was trying
He was
to be
dead
funny.
the whole time.
No, he came
Literally,
up to
there
me.
was a dead body in the audience.
But he came up to me and he whispered in my ear. He said, "Get in the Uber with me."
What
And
the
I was
hell?
like,
Get in the Uber with
and I didn't know what to say to that, and I was like,
no!
And I was like, okay, I had to reel back, and I like searched through my memory because other people around him were making SourceFed jokes. And I was like, okay, where's this joke coming from? I don't know what this is. And then I was like, oh, and I said Santa, and he's like, yeah,
It's the Santa
to
Steve.
Steve.
Would you like to come over to my place? I live in Palm Springs. We can Uber there, you and me. We can share an Uber. Say, Santa.
Santa.
I was like, dude, I was about to start screaming. I was not gonna be around you for very long.
Oh
and
my God.
then he apologized a lot, and I was like, okay, so
That's terrifying.
he didn't. He was a nice guy. He was a super nice guy, but it was the approach, and I didn't know what to do, and I was tired. But
Alright, you got one more, you
other
said?
creepy thing was ghosts. It was after my grandma had passed away in 2005, which was elementary school, because I just did the math of that, and because it was the year of the ghost. And then it was the
It was the year of the ghost.
it was the week after my grandma passed away, and we are having like this thing at my house, and I was changing, and there was a home phone in there, and it started ringing, and it was her cell phone. It was her cell phone, and her cell phone, no one had it, and it kept ringing over and over again the entire night. Even it rang for my parents too.
What? Really?
Yep. And then
Wait, you guys are getting a call from her phone number?
yeah, from her phone. Her caller ID was
And you
her
didn't
phone.
answer it?
Why would I answer it? Why would I answer it?
Grandma, you back?
Wait a minute. Why would you answer it?
I saw it and freaked out, and then it kept happening.
You gotta
over and
answer
over
it.
and
You're a dumb
over again.
Scooby-Doo person again.
Yeah.
You gotta answer
gotta-
it. She's trying to tell you something.
Actually, I take that back. A dumb Scooby-Doo person would answer it and then call back. A smart person would be like, oh, well, nope.
I had a bit that I wrote into a movie that I was gonna use someday, and I'm using it right now to tell you guys that I'm probably never gonna use it. But like, I had this thing where like one of the friends of this group of friends in this movie, their dad died, but his voice is still on the voicemail machine for like when you call his house.
No.
So none of the friends want to call him to invite him out to do things because then they hear his dead dad on the phone and they're creeped out by it. So it was just this little thing about that.
That's scary.
Oh, that was a really cute thing, really quick, right on Reddit. This guy's dad passed away, and he used to play a racing game.
I read that
as a
too.
kid, right? It was really cute. He was playing a racing game with him and his dad when he was growing up. His dad passed away. Then he started playing the game, and then that shadow of the character comes through, of the best time in the game. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, sure.
And it's his dad. It's his dad's thing who had beat him all the time, and he kept racing his dad, and he kept trying to be better and better, and finally he almost beat him, but then he stopped before the finish line. So
'cause he
could
didn't
play
wanna
his dad.
beat
I would
him.
also just like to say this is the first 10 minutes of Speed Racer. If you've seen that movie.
Is it?
Go Speed Racer. Yeah.
He's
I
like
don't
racing
remember
with his
that
dad?
movie.
No, he's racing with his brother who died.
Oh, yeah,
and then
Matthew
his
Fox.
shadow comes up, and then his brother's shadow is gonna beat him, so he stops and lets.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing from the movie.
Yeah.
Unless it's real, then yeah. But
I believe.
as for spooky stories, I don't have any because anytime anything remotely got spooky, I went home. I don't play with that. No, I don't like when people are like, "Ooh, somebody died here." Oh, I'm getting the hell out of here.
So
I
what's
don't
the
believe in
closest
ghosts.
you've gotten to the creepiest thing? Like, what's the closest you've gotten
It's
to scary?
disappointing. One time, there's this big hill in the Bay Area near where I live in the city. It's Albany or El Cerrito. Like, there's this big hill that's like really big, and there's like you can walk up it, but then there's not really a real trail. And my friends one time, we walked up and we were like, what if a man who's a murderer lives at the top? And we got to the top and there was no murder man. So that was about the
So
scariest
you were
Murder
too,
man.
your imagination got the best.
Yeah, and then the whole time I was walking up there, I was like, what if there's a murder man? And guess what? There was no murder man.
No.
That's
So that
the
was
closest to a
the
scariest thing
closest
that's
to
ever
a scary
happened.
thing. There has to be something that happened to me.
We should do that really creepy thing where it's that hill outside of LA where you like park your car at the bottom.
Oh, when it's
but
supposed
it
to be pushed
rolls
up or whatever.
something
Yeah, it's
like
supposed
that.
to be like the kids that died in the school bus.
Yeah.
What, they're pushing you up or something?
Yeah, there's this whole
Why?
urban legend. There's
Why would
okay,
you do that?
Here's the urban legend. I
Ooh,
don't know
I'm
if
spooked. You moved my car.
I don't know if it's like I might be paraphrasing. I am paraphrasing because I don't know if this is a true story, but they say that there was like a school bus that like went over the edge or something. And so,
Something like that, yeah.
and it was full of kids, and all the kids died. And so they say when you park your car and put your brake down and put it in neutral,
yeah.
that like your car will be like pushed up, and it's like the kids are like playing with your car. And then they say that like you can look at your window, and it looks like there's little kid handprints on your window.
And like if you put a ball at the bottom of the hill, the ball will be pushed up too.
It's
like,
just some sort of
shit.
magnetic
The wall-
anomaly or something.
If it bounced, then I'd be like, ooh, it's a dead kid moving my ball. But no, it's just some type of science stuff.
All right, who's ready to pull one last question? Then we can
I
get the
haven't
heck
pulled
out.
one.
Yeah, you did. At the beginning.
Something very funny from Reddit writes, what great movie has nobody heard of?
What great movie
has nobody heard of?
Oh, like what's a good movie that probably someone hasn't heard of?
Yeah, I got one that's not good, but it's kind of memorable because it's so bad.
Okay.
Cube 2. You ever heard of the Cube
I
series?
like Cube.
You seen Cube?
I didn't see Cube 2, but I like Cube. Cube's cool.
Man,
It's like a Twilight Zone movie.
They try to like take on a lot of concepts for a sci-fi movie, and none of them work.
Wait, so you don't but they're
I-
asking what's a good movie no one's seen.
I think it's a good movie because of how ridiculous it is.
Okay.
It's not a good movie.
So you like it for a different reason.
for a different reason.
Okay.
I think everyone should watch it once to see how crazy a movie can be made because that thing makes no sense. They
Alright.
they go into a cube and it's time slower. I don't know.
I like the first Cube. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a fun like mystery, and you're like, oh, it's I don't know what's going on.
What's the name of that movie? I've only seen it once in the movie theaters, probably when I was like 15, whenever it was it came out. It's the movie. I just think it was a really cool concept about all these kids and people who have like spirit animals, and they.
Golden Compass.
I was like,
Golden
Compass something.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Golden
it
Compass.
had promise, but it was just not.
Yeah, it was
good?
nothing special, but I thought it was a really cool idea.
It was
It
like
is cool.
it like the movie is not much, and then it gears up for something really big at the end, and then you're like, oh man, the next one's gonna be even better, and they never made a sequel.
They never made a sequel.
It had a.
It is a series of books, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read the books though. I
Who's
should
the
do
big
that.
actress in it? They like.
Oh, it's like
Anna Sophia Robb.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. There we go.
How do you know, Owen?
With the polar bears.
Well, he's
Yeah,
a
ride the
movie
polar
nerd.
bears.
Okay, so I've got a great movie that I love that I feel like
Walk
no one's really
Hard.
heard of. I mean, I'm sure people have heard of it, but it's one of those like cult classic movies.
Walk Hard.
It's called City of Lost Children. and it's by a director named Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who also directed Amelie and Delicatessen and Alien Resurrection. But he directed this movie called City of Lost Children, and it's really cool. It's got Ron Perlman in it, and it's a French film, so get ready for subtitles or watch
Alien
the dubbed
Resurrection hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, it has. Alien Resurrection is the 4th Alien movie.
Oh.
That we're ignoring now.
Yeah,
I heard
guess
it's
so.
bad because it's on.
But City of Lost Children is it's really like it's kind of whimsical. It's very like it's like French Tim Burton almost, like
cool.
back in his heyday. It's like this mad scientist can't dream anymore, so he's kidnapping all the children in town and connecting them to this machine so that he can take the innocence of children so that he can dream again.
Is it scary?
It's
All
kind
to
of
dream?
it's kind of scary, yeah.
Oh my goodness, you don't know.
It's artistic.
It's really great.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Artist.
great movie.
There's
It
this
sounds like
guy
a great
named,
movie. But let's be honest though, dreaming isn't that great. I dream every single night, and I feel like it drains me. Like
you
I
can
want to
imagine never being able to dream
I don't
again.
understand you.
It's-
I don't understand anything you say. I
My
don't
brain,
get
and I
it.
promise you, it's all true. My brain is so overactive. It's so overactive. It's
You take-
crazy.
So you don't
Well,
need
sometimes-
dreams,
No.
is what you're saying.
I don't need them.
I don't
need
dream
'em.
enough.
I don't dream
Sometimes-
enough either.
I don't like when I not dream. Like when I wake up and it was just like black or I just don't remember. Like then
I like
No,
to dream.
my dreams, how it works is whatever's the thing I saw last night. I dreamt about anime, just like
'Cause you were
just
watching
thought
anime
about the
before
anime.
bed?
Yeah, because I was watching anime right before bed. It was cool. I don't
So you were just dreaming that you were watching the anime.
yeah, I was
still?
dreaming of the anime and thinking about the characters and seeing the characters, and
That's
I woke
cool.
up and I was
I
like,
want that. I don't get that.
No, it's because you're always. It's like I'm always awake. It's like I've never.
What's
like,
wrong with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you should
Can we
definitely
give a
watch that
shout
movie.
out?
Yeah.
We have to shout out to What We Do in the Shadows.
vampire movie.
We had Taika Waititi and also Jermaine Clement on Table Talk,
I like that movie.
and that movie is so amazing, guys.
I
I'm
was
not
surprised,
kidding.
yeah, of how much I enjoyed that
Everyone
movie.
I've shown it to, everyone who's seen it, absolutely adores it, loves it. It's hilarious. It's funny.
Don't hype
it's-
it up too much.
No,
It's
you
whatever.
have to hype it up.
No, you
whatever.
can't hype it up because I hyped up Kingsman, and for
Man.
some reason everyone goes and watch the movies I hype up. They hate them.
No, I don't.
It's
I didn't
whatever.
hate it. I just thought it was
It's
just
an okay
there's too
film.
much CGI or something. But yes, please. What We Do in the Shadows. If you want to laugh, you want a great time, take a lady to see it, take your friend to see it, take your mom and dad to see it. It's funny. It's hilarious. Go
Take
see
a man
it.
to see it.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Table Talk. We wanted to give another shout out to Toyota for helping us out with this program and for sponsoring the episode and the channel and for being awesome, guys.
Thank you.
And don't forget to go to toyota.com/Corolla. Check it out. Maybe get yourself a Corolla. It's a great car for all you guys looking for a new car, and it's your first time getting a car for all you young kids out there, all right?
Or adults.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Sam Basher. I'm Steve Zaragoza. This is William Haynes. And if you want to submit some topics to the bowl, use the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can use r/SourceFed on Reddit. Goodbye.
Bye.